story opens in 1994 with the discovery of Ms. Sue Odd's brutally murdered and decomposing body, setting a grim tone. The motive is unclear, and the killer leaves no trace. This initial crime soon leads to the discovery of a series of similar murders in the same period, hinting at a wider pattern. Victims like Ms. Layla and the young teacher Fatima are found, all killed in the same manner, with the perpetrators remaining unknown. The mystery deepens with the discovery of a mother and her infant daughter. A 23-year-old Egyptian woman and her baby, also murdered in 1995, followed by other victims like Lena and Saeed, whose stories are left hanging, promising a deeper connection. The narrative emphasizes the escalating nature of the crimes and the baffling lack of clues. Despite these obstacles, Suzanne and Bilal secretly eloped and had an unofficial marriage. Eventually, under pressure, Suzanne's father gave in and agreed to a formal wedding. But their love was far from idyllic. It was possessive and obsessive, especially on Bilal's part. This intense jealousy culminated in a shocking act. Bilal murdered his 60-year-old friend, Marwan, claiming the man had looked at Susan inappropriately during her birthday celebration. To cover up the crime, Bilal sent an anonymous letter to the authorities, framing the murder as self-defense against an attempted assault on his wife. However, investigators traced his fingerprints from the letter, linking him to a series of unsolved murders dating back to 1994. These cases included the stabbing deaths of several women, Soad, found in her apartment, Layla, who lived alone and was killed in a similar fashion, Fatima, a young teacher discovered on a farm, and a 23-year-old Egyptian woman along with her infant daughter. Another victim, Lena, was found discarded in a similar manner. A man named Saeed, a used clothes vendor, was also killed, allegedly because of Bilal's jealousy over a previous interaction with Susan. Susan and Bilal used different tactics to lure their victims. Sometimes they posed as a kind couple, offering rides. Other times they pretended to be magazine workers to gain entry into homes. In one case, they asked an elderly woman for water before attacking her. Most of their victims were not wealthy, and financial gain did not appear to be the motive. Instead, Bilal seemed driven by a disturbing obsession with murder, while Susan encouraged and participated in the violence. Eventually, Bilal was sentenced to 7 death penalties and was executed in 2000. Suzanne received a life sentence and died the same year of a heart attack. But the case took an unexpected turn 4 years later when a man named Zuhair confessed to one of the murders, the killing of a tailor named Najeh, a crime for which Suzanne and Bilal had already been convicted. This confession cast serious doubt on the couple's guilt in that murder and raised questions about the others. Were Susan and Bilal truly responsible for all 12 killings, or were they convenient scapegoats used to close difficult unsolved cases? The story ends in uncertainty, inviting the audience to consider whether this was a case of true evil or a tragic miscarriage of justice.